The streets recognized your energy because you didn't just talk survival. You lived it with reverence. You sanctified the same places that tried to destroy you. You didn't become a product of your environment. You became its reformer. You took the same concrete others bled on and turned it into your altar. Every scar, every night you refused to quit, every tear you hid from the world, it all became part of your sacred text. People felt that when you walked past them. They could sense that you carried experience that cut deep, but never made you bitter. You understood pain so intimately that you could translate it into peace. You didn't preach to people. You were the sermon. Your walk said what your mouth didn't need to. You showed that integrity can exist in chaos, that compassion doesn't make you weak, and that faith isn't just something you speak, it's something you embody. You made surviving look divine, not because it was easy, but because you gave the struggle purpose. Even the ones who used to mock you started watching how you carried yourself. They began to notice the calm you held in situations that made others fold. That's why even the hardest hearts respect your silence and your stance. They know you've seen what they've seen, but you didn't lose yourself in it. You made it through without selling your soul, and that kind of purity hits differently. You didn't have to prove you were real. Your survival did that for you. You became a sacred contradiction, soft but strong, humble but unshakable. You carried the streets like scripture, not to boast about your endurance, but to remind the world that even in darkness, holiness can still walk among men. Number 8. Your truth didn't just expose lies, it rewired realities. Every time you spoke, something in the atmosphere shifted. You weren't just pointing out what was false, you were collapsing illusions that people had built their lives on. Your words didn't come from intellect alone, they came from alignment. That's why people felt uneasy around you before you even said a word. Your presence carried correction. You brought frequencies that couldn't coexist with deceit. And wherever you went, truth began to rearrange what no one else could touch. People thought you were just outspoken, but it was deeper than that. You weren't trying to win arguments. You were anchoring reality. You exposed things that had been festering in silence. You forced people to confront the version of themselves they pretend doesn't exist. That's why some couldn't stand you. Your truth dismantled the comfort of denial. It wasn't personal, it was energetic.